Good evening, friends. I'm back again. Thank you for the responses on my first video, and I was getting lot of queries like how to study, what can we do, what should be the plan, and how we actually start the study. This is actually one of the major questions or the queries which I was getting. So I have come up with the PMP study plan, and which I have followed actually, and so I would like to share it with you guys, all of you, and I hope that you at least few of them can get the benefit out of it. And I can assure you, like, if you will follow, you will be able to definitely crack the things. Now, first thing, and most importantly, few of the queries like what should be the time, like 2 hours is appropriate, 1 hour is appropriate. In my first slide also in my video I have said that consistency is the major thing, major thing. And in the comment section I put up the plan that what I followed was 8 to 11. Reach your office wherever you are, reach 8 a.m. in the morning. Usually if you are in India, works usually start from 10:30 or 11, and so on. So 8 to 11 is a good time, and in night also 9 to 12 or 9 to 11 as per your availability. The at least 5 hours you should dedicate towards your studies, at least for the 3 months. This is a must. So let's quickly come on to this PMP study plan which I have. So it would be a kind of iteration study plan which I have created. So first is a 15 days iteration time, in which what I am suggesting that in the morning, like you can you need to focus on two things: PMBOK and your videos provided by the Saket Bansal. So like what I am suggesting, in the first 3 hours in the early morning 8 to 11, you can either go for a video of one chapter, and in the evening you can read the book, or the vice versa. You can read the book early in the morning and you can view the videos. And just in the initial 15 days iteration, try for few questions, or the RITA process start. Like in every initiating process group there are different processes, there are categorization of it. So try it out, try that game so that you can memorize the things. Okay, now in the next iteration after 15 days, now next iteration there will be just swipe the book from PMBOK to Rita book. Take Rita book and repeat your videos and your questions in the process chart. Now these I have given you here the buffer time of 2 days, because in PMBOK there are only 13 chapters, in PMBOK 5. So you are having a 2 days buffer time, and that 2 days buffer time is for extra study you want to do, or if you want to revise any extra chapter, if you want to make your notes, or in case you have extra work, or if you want to relax or something, it's up to you. But there are 2 days buffer time in it, and you can save it and you can utilize it. Further, in the third iteration, repeat your first iteration, but this should be, in my view, if I am reading first chapter in 2 hours, if I am reading it again, so I would be come down to reduce to 1 hour 15 minutes or 1 hour 20 minutes. So you will be saving the time. So that saved time, you should start making your notes, which I have shown my register in the first video. Start making the notes and increase the volume of the questions you are attempting. In the fourth iteration, repeat the second iteration, in which Rita plus videos plus your notes and your questions. These iterations are also 15 days iteration. Now till now, here you have spent your 2 months. So you have a good glimpse of what is PMP, what are the things, what are the glossary, what are the keywords, what are your confusion points. Here till now, after 2 months, at least you should start confusing. You should think like, I am not able to do it. How can I do it? You should have certain kind of questions. Like if you are getting these questions, like if you are doubtful about it, if you are doubtful about 20-30% of the syllabus, then you are on the right track. Now in my fifth iteration, what I say, that don't go for the book. If you can save the time out of these activities, then go for the book. Whatever you feel like if you want to read Rita, or if you want to read PMBOK, you can do it. But with them, focus on these things, like what are your inputs, tools and techniques, and outputs. Okay, because there are questions, there can be situational questions. What is your input, what is your output for this particular process? If somebody is going to work, or if there is any issue, so what should be the input of the risk register to create a risk register? If a risk register is an output of any process, then what should be the tools and techniques? And there are a hell lot of tools and techniques, hell lot of terms which you need to memorize. In every video you will say you will think that most of the trainers are saying that don't memorize, understand. I would say please memorize it. Absolutely. Because writing this particular symbol, if I am saying it is P, I don't need to understand that thing. I have memorized, and I have memorized in certain way since my beginning, that I say that I understood this symbol is known as a P. Okay, so I would say you have to memorize it, but don't memorize in a fashion like you are putting your hand and okay this and this. You have to memorize in a way that you have so much confidence that you say that I understand this process, that what are the processes, what are the suitable processes for inputs and outputs and techniques. Because I will discuss these things all in detail, but if you will see the risk management chapter, the processes involved over there is no implementation. Once you have prepared your risk register, you are directly moving on towards the controlling your risk. Where is the implementation? Like the risk register which we have prepared, the plan against them, the implementation step, we have planned, we have put our things that we will do this against this particular risk, but in which process group or in which process we are doing that? Generally, as per PMP in PMBOK, we say that we are doing it in the direct and managed project work in the process group, and we are across the project we are implementing the risk management plan or the solutions for them. But they, in my view, and I was referring a video on a YouTube, there should be one particular process. There are debatable things, but for input, let's focus on this input output tools and techniques. You should have a confidence over it. Now, the things where I was confused: what is validated output, what is verified output, where is this validated scope, how it is relating to quality assurance. In while auditing, are we doing the quality control, are we doing the quality assurance? So these are the two things, scope and quality, these are the two things, okay, which are going hands on hands. So you need to, and there is no project chart or there is no charter or workflow diagram for the same. I have prepared it, and I have not handy right now, but if it will be a request, I will share it with you. So certain kind of things, EVM, earned value management system, EMV, expected monetary value, their formula, their numerical, the questions given in Saket's program, there are, I think, about 150 questions. There are sufficient enough for you to clear the PMP examination. So, like initiating and closing, why I have written the process group over here is that these are the very small process groups and very important. It covers the major, lot of questions are coming, and they only include few of the processes. So at least initiating and closing, you should target for 90+% you are getting in your mock exams, because these are the two very smallest, the quantum is very less. Another one is a glossary. You should be aware about each and every term given in your glossary. There should not be any word surprise to you. At least you should be aware about the words, what is its definitions, how is it is implied, how it is applicable. At least these are the basic requirements. You should not be surprised with the things. Now, next one is your critical path. Like critical path, there are 0 and 1. There are two methods. You can calculate the critical path by using 0 as the initial start or as a 1 as the initial start. So these were the things where I was confused or I was facing problems. So that's why I have listed them down. There could be other things where you are facing problems. So your focus should be here. And here, if you will see, I have written process charts over there. In Rita, there is a process chart. You can cut those things, cut those papers, and you can create your cards kind of things, and you can arrange them daily or bi-weekly, so you can memorize the things, you can learn the things, because it is very necessary, it is very essential. At least the index or the topic which is given, the things content which is given in Rita and PMBOK, at least you should memorize them. Then only you can go for the situational questions. If you don't know about the team performance assessment or personal performance assessment, how would you apply it? If you don't know the term about requirement traceability matrix or risk registers or stakeholder registers, or there were different things like stakeholder matrix kind of thing, salience diagram is there, kill gate is there, or review is there, phase end is there. These are the terms that you should be aware about it. So if you are not aware about the terms, how you can apply them in the situational questions? So Just for the initial 2.5 months, you should be only dedicated to absorb the content given in the books. And next one, sixth, mock exams, I would say, and plus revisions. In the mock exams, you should target for plus 85% exams, and don't memorize the questions. Usually what happens with me, I tried so many times that in the next iteration of my questions, I tend to memorize the things. Without reading, I was able to answer the thing. Don't go with that thing, don't go with that approach. Try that you know about the answer, and the questions which are wrong, read out the solutions given with them, read out the description. Don't only check the answer whether it is A, B, C, D, A, C or D. Read the description, because when you are reading the description, it is not only telling you about the correct answer, but it is also telling you about the other wrong answers, why they were wrong, why we are not opting for it. So it is very important for the thing. So I hope this was my study plan which I have tried, and I am suggesting to everyone who is calling me or consulting me. And this is the plan which was successful for me. So all the best for your upcoming PMP examinations. You can reach me on my email ID. It's vaib.gupta numerical1@gmail.com, and you can also put up your queries in the comment section of the YouTube video, and I hope this will help you out. Thank you so much.